Hey everyone, it's Ron from Maxfield's Dream Antique Company, and got some flea market finds to show you from yesterday. Um, One thing maybe antique, some mid-century stuff, and a little bit of a mystery piece. So let me show you something first. You might think this is odd. I like this kind of stuff. So I like things that have personal stories, vintage or antique, things that have writing on them. I have a video posted of a box I found. It's like a chocolate box, maybe 40s, mid-century-ish. Um, you see those cedar boxes with some decoupage on the top. Anyway, it's got little love notes on the bottom. Some guy was in love with some girl. The names are there. Um, and so I like things with, you can tell there's a personal story there. And this is one of them. Everything here was super cheap at the flea market. Sometimes there's antique dealers there, or people who deal in antiques more or less on a regular basis. And sometimes I have to pay up, but still will get a good deal, something I can make some money on. This was all just super cheap finds at the flea market. So this is some sort of key fob, yellowed, but that's a photograph in there. And that looks to me 1940s. If she's got sort of bobby socks on, the bobby socksers of the 1940s, you want to look that up. It was kind of a thing, a fad. And just her hair could be 50s. It's no later. I don't think it's 30, so I'm thinking 40s, 50s. But, some guy or girl jammed a picture of his girlfriend in here for his key fob. And I don't know, touched by that. Wonder about the person, who she is. No names. I do a lot of research on individuals whose names come up, either for militaria or paintings or anything, little stuff like this. Sometimes there'll be a name on it. I'll do some research. Anyway, I just thought it's like a time portal moment, especially the photograph. So anyway, just grab that. Next to nothing. My one really good find is I got 8 of these. So I'll show you a couple of them anyway. But these are 1930s pure Art Deco Bakelite drawer pulls. Like I said, I got 8 of them. In reasonably good shape. I'm going to try to clean them up a little bit. I'm not sure how to clean Bakelite. I've been doing antiques and vintage for 30 years, but don't remember how to do Bakelite. Very cool. In reasonably good shape. Not quite butterscotch, a little more brownish than that, but that's kind of the find of the day, I think, yesterday. The other good find, which is more mid-century, and anything vintage with eagles on it. These are 2 brass, kind of heavy, but very good detail bookends. 50s, 60s, 70s, could even be 80s, but very nice, good size. Not marked. I probably won't do too much research on these. Really nice detail on them though. But anything with eagles or flags that's vintage usually does pretty well for me. Anyway, and I did get a couple other mid-century pieces, which I'm really not trying to buy any more mid-century stuff, focusing mostly on antiques, really for the past few years now. I got a nice, and again, I stopped buying stuff like this. So this is Occupied Japan. But it's just, not like your typical little figure. It's actually a very nice little vase on a stand. So, couldn't leave it there. So sometimes dealers or yourselves, whether you're a dealer or a buyer, a seller or a buyer, you just can't leave something there. It's hard to explain to somebody who doesn't know what that means, but it's like, it's got age, it's pretty, there's something historic, slightly historic about it, even if it's not worth a lot of money. I just can't leave it on a table there. So that's we're all just caretakers of everything anyway, right? Because we're not going to be around forever. We just got things temporarily. So I caretake a lot of things I probably shouldn't caretake. And this is an example of stuff I really don't buy anymore. This is 70s, 80s, Takahashi importers. I think they were based in San Francisco, yeah, as were the other company, Otagiri. So their mugs go pretty well. But this was such a pretty plate. I wouldn't have bought if there was any damage. And sometimes I miss damage because I'm not a morning person and I'm at the flea markets real early. But it's a very pretty thing, this little bird with the little ladybug there. I thought, somebody's going to want that. It's got the original stickers. I mean, next to nothing. So the final thing was, I almost didn't get it, but it just looked too good. It's not an antique primitive, but it's got the look a little bit. I know it's not antique. There's an old price tag on it. But it has the look. Anyway, so mid-century, maybe. I've done some research. Some come from Indonesia. Also, Takahashi, that company I just showed you, they imported carved wooden cats at some point. I haven't found one exactly like this, but some close. So may not have much age. It may have been in a Pier 1 Imports 25, 30 years ago. Looked too good to leave. I mean, I would be horrified to buy anything Pier 1 Imports normally that was a Pier 1 Imports or a Bombay company or anything 90s like that. But I thought it looked good. People love cats. I love cats, so it was part of the pull there. So I got these funky things. So the reason I got these, I don't normally deal with dolls or doll parts, but on Instagram, people sell these old porcelain doll parts. These may not be old, so I did a quick research. I'm going to have to contact a friend of mine on Instagram who sells this stuff, but people jam these broken porcelain dolls from, the little ones. They call them frozen Charlotte sometimes, the women, but sometimes there's a lot of them like little boys, or bigger parts like this, and they'll jam like broken ones into pickle jars or mason jars and sell them like that, and they sell like crazy. So I don't know if these have any age to them. They might. Like I said, I never deal with doll stuff. I don't know doll stuff. I rarely see this kind of porcelain doll stuff. I mean, if I thought it was an antique German doll, I'd get it. But anyway, it's just a little purchase, and I can probably jam those in a mason jar and sell it. So I don't know. But no major antique scores. The Bakelite draw polls I'm very pleased with. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think, or if you know more information about any of these that I'm still not sure of. So anyway, you guys have a great week. I'll see you next time.